Welcome to another Market Matters weekly video update. I'm Nicholas Forsyth, Director of Market Matters. Just a short one this week. Got James Gerrish here. James, welcome.
Thanks, Nick.
James, didn't do one last week. Obviously, we've got these choppy weeks, bit of Easter, Anzac Day. Just wanted to kick it off quickly with the market, up around that sort of 5.9 mark. We've talked about being a seller, around 6,000, and this morning we sold SGR, haven't been filled on Ansell yet, and are looking to buy a little bit of Regis below 305, although Regis has got away from us in the market at the moment. Just wanted to get your updated perspectives for everyone out there watching.
So we're all about setting up plans and putting, coming up with a plan and then putting it into action. So yeah, Star, we sold that above 560 this morning. The alert was around 565. So it's around those levels now. So Star, on the basis we bought it because it was cheap at the time. It's now rallied. We're up 20% on that position. Take that off the table and increase cash. It'll bring our cash levels up to about 14.5%. In the portfolio. If Ansell goes through $24, that'll be another 4% in cash, so that brings it up nearer to 20% in cash. So we want to go into May with a reasonable cash level. We've set it for a very long time. If we thinking about the market now, it's near the levels that we want to be sellers of. Gold, if the market falls over in May, gold's going to be the place to be, but we want to be buying weakness. So Regis hasn't played out today, but 305, if it goes below there, we'll be buyers of it.
Okay, just also want to touch on CBA. A lot of people own CBA in their portfolios. A lot of people are very averse to selling it, depending on how much we envisage it's going to come back. Now, said we'd sell it into new highs, more interested in the stocks that go ex-div next, ANZ and NAB are the two in the portfolio. New short-term highs or medium-term highs in CBA is about 40 or 50 cents higher than where it is now, I think. What's the plan around that? Should people expect to sell as early as tomorrow?
It's a sacred beast, CBA, so no one likes selling it, and that's probably, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's been a great Australian company. It's done exceptionally well over a long period of time. That said, we're looking to try and add value in the short term. So, we'll be sellers above, if it is trading 30, 40, 50 cents above. And it's not just around price, it's around timing of when it makes those levels. So we're coming towards the back end of April. Early May is typically reasonably okay as well. So if it stays at these levels in the next week or so, we're likely to be sellers of CBA with the view of reallocating that money into the banking sector elsewhere. But you think about it, we wrote about it this morning. You go back to the start of 2016, the market hated banks, the market hated financials, and they've rallied substantially since then. Now the market loves banks, they love financials at this current juncture. There's reasons for it, but I think that euphoria, that optimism, I think is getting to an extreme. So we want to trim our holdings. Don't forget, we've got a massive allocation in the Market Matters portfolio in the financial space. So I think we need to be conscious of trimming that. Okay,
lastly, just want to finish on resources. And a few questions here. First of all, BHP and Rio, we own those. A lot of valuations out there are a lot higher than where they are now. We're happy to hold them for now, or will we top them up? And also as well, a little bit of Oz Minerals. Was initially a bit of a trade in the portfolio, now become an investment with a 5% holding picked up yesterday below that 750 mark, currently at about 710, 715. Just wanted to get the updated thoughts on what we see playing out with Oz Minerals and how we're going to play those two big resource companies, or the two big iron ore players, BHP and Rio.
Yeah, BHP and Rio we think are cheap at these levels. Their earnings are well ahead of where the share price is going. If you think about BHP's earnings on a consensus basis, then you could see BHP should be trading around $29. It's obviously been hit by a large fall in iron ore prices, down from 90 down to the 60 region. To me, that looks a little bit overdone. You look around the broader commodity suite, we haven't seen the weakness that we've seen in iron ore across the board in other industrial commodities that would start to concern me. So at this stage, we're happy buyers, sub 24 in BHP, and we've got another alert out there buying a bit more Rio, sub $58, 5% in Oz Minerals. So clearly, we like Oz Minerals. We thought it was a good short-term trade, and it's a short-term trade at the time given our composition of the portfolio. We now can take it as a 5% investment in the portfolio, which we've done. So treat them separately, but we do like Oz Minerals here and see higher prices going forward. Production numbers are a little bit soft, which was to be expected. They've been soft across the board in these miners. So, and the update about Carrapateena was probably a little bit of a market disappointment. But again, use weakness to buy quality names, which we have in Oz.
Okay. Thanks for the update, James. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, feel free to reply to this email and we'll get back to you. Or conversely, you can always give us a call on the 1300 number, which is toll free. That's 1300 301 868. Thanks.